So generally with Vairagya Bhava, we have a lot of forward folding. I'm also adding some hips into this sequence, so it's quite a nice sequence. Okay, so gently bring yourself up and cross your legs, and we'll come into our downward facing dog. So straight up into your downward facing dog. You can lift and lower through the heels just to warm up the back of the legs. So spreading the fingers nice and wide, tailbones high, and heels down towards the ground once you pedaled your feet a little bit to warm up through the back of the legs. Okay, and then we'll stay here for a moment still. So tailbone high, heels down towards the ground, chest towards the thighs. Try to look towards your navel. Now bend through the knees, look to your hands, and walk your feet up to behind your wrists. So your feet are going to be hip distance apart. We can bend through the legs a lot at the moment and fold into the arms and just let your body hang. So we're here in our Uttanasana or ragdoll pose. And as I say, you can bend your knees as much as you wish. If your belly comes down to your thighs, that's nice. And bending the legs a little bit more is very nice for the back. So let's take the body side to side. So imagine that you want to pull your t-shirt out of your jeans at the waist. Take the body side to side. Okay, and then again, just find stillness. And then we just try to straighten through the legs just a little bit. So just when you start to feel that bit of a pull into the back of the hamstrings, if it's quite a lot for you, then keep a slight bend, that's fine. And then you can nod your head as if you're saying yes. And then shake your head as if you're saying no. Mishina. Now bend through the knees and curl yourself up, leaving your head and shoulders still last. And when you come up, you can then bring your head up and roll your shoulders back and down. Okay, come to the top of your mat and place your toes together, heels together. Place your hands in front of your heart center. Now inhale, take the arms up, lean back slightly. Exhaling, fold yourself forward. Inhaling, step the right leg to the back of the mat, drop the back knee down, and arms up, look to the thumbs. Now here your hips want to be falling forward, but you're looking up towards your thumbs. Try not to dump into your back, so lift up and then back slightly. And then right hand comes down to the back of the right leg, look back towards your right foot. Inhale, take your right arm back up. And then exhale, left arm comes down, look back. Inhale, take the left arm back up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the ground. Tuck your right toes under, step back into downward facing dog. Bring yourself forward now into your plank position. And then bring the knees down to the ground, the chest and the chin. Keep the bum high. And then inhale, drop the body down, lift the chest. Keep the elbows bent back behind. Use your back muscles as much as you can. And then exhale, take yourself into downward facing dog. Okay, right leg, bring it forward to the top of the mat. Give it a helping hand if it doesn't get all the way. Drop the back knee down, arms up, look to the thumbs. So again, your hips are falling forward. So you feel the stretch on the hip flexor on the left side. Take the shoulder blades down the back, so just make sure your shoulders are not up around your ears. And then exhale, take the left hand back, look back. Keep the hips falling forward. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, right hand comes down and look back. Inhale, take the right arm back up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the ground. Step forward now into your forward fold. Inhale, bring the hands together, come all the way up, lean back. And then exhale, hands come to the heart center. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, arms up, lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the right leg to the back of the mat, drop the knee down. Arms up, look to the thumbs. Right hand comes down to the back of the right leg, look back. Inhale, right arm goes up. Exhale, left arm comes down. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Step back into downward facing dog. Come forward into your plank position. And now you have your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, same as before, up to you. So chaturanga would be to lower through the body. Don't let the body touch the ground. Inhale, come up for upward facing dog. And then exhale for downward facing dog. Right leg comes forward to the top of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Arms up, look to the thumbs, untuck the back toes. Left hand comes down to the back of the left leg. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Look back. Inhale, right hand goes up. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the ground. Step forward with the left leg and fold. Inhale, bring the hands together, come all the way up, lean back. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, inhale, take the arms up to 90 degrees. Exhale, forward from your hip joint, and then place your hands down onto your shins. So you can see here that my back is nice and flat. So we want to make sure that the back is flat and not in this kind of position here. So just come to the point on your legs that's good for you, where you can maintain a nice flat back. So now looking straight ahead and squeezing the shoulder blades together. So make sure the shoulders don't come by the ears, squeeze them back together. Try to bring the weights towards the balls of the feet. And you can feel that a little bit more into the hamstrings. Releasing the hands now down, so they go down towards the ground. And then inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands down by your sides. Okay, so you guys can stay facing whichever way you are. Take your right leg and cross it over the top of the left. Now flex the foot. So this is to point, this is to flex. So flex your foot and ankle goes over above the knee, not on the knee, above it, higher than the knee. Place your hands into namaste. Inhale. Exhale, bend into the left knee a lot. Now lengthen the spine forward. So what we're trying to do, rather than bending over like this, we want to try and keep the back nice and flat. So long spine and aim the chest towards the shin. Oi. Mishina. Inhale, bring yourself up, and then exhale and release. Okay, let's go on to the left side. So left leg crosses over the right, higher than the knee, and flex the foot. Place the hands into namaste. Inhale. Exhale, bend into the right knee a lot. And again, remember, we're lengthening the spine forward. So trying to keep a nice flat back and bring the chest down towards the left shin. So fixing your gaze on something will really help with your balance. So if you're a little bit wobbly this morning, and you haven't got a cat disturbing you, then, or a dog. Inhale, bring yourself up. Okay, exhale, hands and foot comes down to the ground. Okay, so now place your feet so they're almost together, just a tiny little space in between. Inhale, take the arms up, lean back. Exhale, fold yourself forward and hold around the back of your legs. Now again, we try to put the belly towards the thighs. So you can bend your knees a little bit or a lot if you wish. And try to bring the weight a little bit more towards the balls of your feet. And tuck your head towards your knees. Okay, release your arms and then bring yourself all the way up, arms up by the ears. Lean back a little bit. And then exhale, Samasthiti, hands by your sides. So now inhale, arms up, look to the thumbs. So when you could take your arms up, try not to flare your chest and stick your bum out. So try to tuck your tailbone, keep your abs, your core nice and tight. Shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine, looking forward. And then exhale, you can step or jump back for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Now inhale, take your right leg, extend it out to the back. Try and keep your hips as square as you can. So try at the moment not to tip your hips like this. Keep them nice and square with the leg high. Push the opposite heel, the left heel, down into the mat. Try to keep the weight nice and even through the arms. Okay, so now you can bend through your right leg. Imagine trying to touch your head with your right foot, and you can open your hips. So there's two ways to do this one. You can keep the hips square. I like to do this one because I feel a nice stretch from the psoas whilst we're twisting. But try to keep the weight through the hands nice and even. Inhale, take the right leg out to the back, and then exhale, bring it all the way up to the top of the mat. Give it a helping hand if it doesn't get there. Drop your back knee down and untuck the back toes. Take the right foot out to the right side, put the right hand on the inside of the right foot. So making sure that your knee and your ankle is in line. Okay, so you don't want to be in this position here or this position here. Okay, so nice and in line. Allowing the hips to fall forward, feeling the hip flexors stretch on the left side. And now you can roll to the outside of your right foot. So the knee falls out to the side, put your right hand on the inside of the knee, and then gently push your leg away. Now we increase the stretch into the groin as well. You can either look down towards the left hand or open up. Okay, so the next one might be a bit tricky in the morning if you're a little bit tight in the quads, as I am. So let's see. You might need some more height on the left hand, so you can come to your left knuckles if need be. And then reach your right hand around, take hold of your left foot. If you manage that, then try to put your hands back flat again. Making sure that the hips stay forward. If you can't reach, don't worry, just stay in the dragon pose, it's fine. Pretty intense first thing in the morning. Okay, release your foot. Bring your hands back around to the inside of your right foot. Stand now onto the right foot, so your foot is flat. Tuck your back toe under and then stand through the back leg. So you've got a winged lizard pose here. Now try to push your back heel into the wall behind you so that your left leg is nice and straight and strong. Okay, now take your right leg back into your downward facing dog. Okay, so we repeat on the left side. So inhale, take the left leg up. And remember, first of all, keep the hips nice and square. Try not to tilt the hips. And now you can bend through the left leg. Try to imagine touching your head with your left foot and open up your hip. So try to keep the upper body as square as you can. So try not to twist your upper body as well. Try and keep it nice and square. And then you can feel a nice stretch onto the psoas. Okay, bring the left leg all the way up to the top of the mat. Drop your back knee down. Walk the left foot out to the left side. Put the left hand on the inside of the left foot. And we stay here in our dragon pose for the moment. It's called dragon in yin. I can't remember the lizard in dynamic yogas. Okay, roll onto the outside of the left foot. Put the left hand on the inside of the left knee and then just gently ease away. And again, you can either open up your chest and look back, or you can look down towards your right hand. Okay, so now we're going to try and take the right leg. So again, if you need some extra height, you can come to your knuckles and take hold of your right foot behind. Keep the hips falling forward as much as you can. So it's quite an intense stretch on the quads of the right leg now. So okay, so you can release your right leg, bring the left hand down to the inside of the left foot, roll onto the foot so the sole of the foot is on the ground, tuck the back toe under, and then stand through your right leg. So we're really trying to straighten this right leg. So push your heel back. Get a nice engagement of the right thigh. Okay, take your left leg back into downward facing dog. Nice. Okay. Right leg, inhale, goes out again. Exhale, we're bringing the right knee to the right wrist for pigeon pose. Right foot to left wrist. Shuffle your left leg back as far as it will go. Now, don't worry if you don't have a block or something here. We're going to stay up onto our bodies, so we're not going to kind of sit down and relax too much like we do in yin. Okay, so you can come down to your forearms if that feels okay. And by all means, if when you sit, your body doesn't twist so much, then by all means, sit onto your right bum cheek. But the main thing here is to try and keep the hips nice and square. Bring yourself back up onto your hands. Tuck your back toe under and take yourself into downward facing dog. You can just have a little walk through those legs, just to get a little bit of movement into the hip and the left leg. And then left leg, extend it out to the back. And then exhale, bring your left knee to your left wrist, left foot to your right wrist. Shuffle your right leg back as far as it will go. And again, just making sure that if you do sit down onto your left hip, you don't end up like this. So you see it's too much for me, so I need to stay up a little bit. Yeah, but if you can sit onto your left hip and your body stays square, then that's fine. Okay, bring yourself down now onto your forearms, if that feels okay. Otherwise, stay up on your hands. Okay, bring yourself up now onto your hands. Tuck your back toe under, bring yourself into downward facing dog. Again, you can have a little walk through those legs. And then bend the knees, look to the hands, and jump or step yourself forward to the top of the mat. Lift and lengthen through the spine, looking forward. And you can put hands to shins if the floor is too much. Exhale and fall. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up, arms up, look to the thumbs. And then exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. Take your right leg, step it out to the back of the mat, and turn both of your toes inwards. So both toes facing inwards. Okay, take the hands in front of your body and bend the elbows slightly as if you're holding a bowl of porridge with a slight bend in your arms. Okay, inhale, open up your body, look up to the sky. Exhale, bring the right hand to the center, fold down, and then hold on to your left leg. So hold on to the left leg anywhere that you can, and look toward your left thumb. Again, remember, try to make sure that the weight is towards the balls of the feet and not sitting into the heels. Exhaling, look down to the ground, bring your right hand to center. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhaling, look to the left hand, bring it round to center and fold forward. Hold on to your right leg and look to your right thumb. Exhale, look down to the ground, bring your left hand center. Inhale, come all the way up. We open both arms, look up slightly. And then exhale, bring the hands down by the sides. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, place the hands onto the waist. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, fold yourself forward. So belly goes first, followed by the chest, followed by the head. The hands are on your waist, fingers at the front, thumbs at the back, and try and squeeze your elbows together behind your body. Again, making sure that the weight is towards the balls of the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, stay here. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Place the hands on the ground and you can put them directly under your face. So you've got a nice flat back, open the arms now. So we have a nice bit of strength in the back, in the core, and into the back of the legs. So try to lengthen your body forward, so lengthening through the spine. Exhale, place your hands onto the ground, a little bit more in line with the feet. Walk your feet in a little bit and have your toes facing out. And then bend into the legs for your Malasana, your Hindi squat. So a very nice hip opener. So if you're a little bit tight and you need to be up onto your toes, that's absolutely fine. Whatever position is okay for you, just try and aim towards heels down over time. Hands come back down to the ground, straighten up through the legs, walk the feet out, and now the toes are facing inwards again. Lift and lengthen in through the spine. Exhale, place the hands onto the waist, and then inhale, come all the way up, and exhale, step to the front of your mat, so rest of the heat. Inhale, take the arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, looking forward. And then exhaling to jump back for your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then we're going to jump to sit. So however you get to sit, bend through the knees, look to the hands, and jump yourself forward to sit. Okay, so keeping the legs crossed, take your hands behind your back. You hold your right wrist with your left hand for Yoga Mudra. Inhale. Exhale, take your forehead to your right knee. Now really try to tuck your chin, so try to aim the forehead to the knee and not the chest. Normally we would lengthen like this, but we try to tuck this time. Inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, go to the left knee. Inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, bring your head center. So if you find this one is a little bit too much with your hands behind your back, then you can always bring your hands towards the front of your body. So if you find that you don't fold forward at all with the hands behind the back, then just bring them to the front. Inhale, bring yourself up. And then exhale, release your legs. Okay, give them a little bit of a shake if you need to. Now feet are together, flex the feet. Bring your hands so that they are by your ribs. And then inhale as you lean back to engage your core. And then exhale, fold yourself forward and hold on to your feet or your legs wherever you can reach. So we're going to do this a couple of times just to make it a little bit dynamic. Inhale now as you bring your hands up to the chest, lean back, engage in the core. Exhale, fold yourself forward and hands to wherever you can reach. Okay, we're going to do that just one more time. So bring the hands up to the chest, lean back, engage your core. And then exhale, fold yourself forward. And again, wherever you can reach your shins, your knees, your feet, or beyond your feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, looking forward, and then exhaling and release. Okay, place your right foot into your right thigh. If it causes a problem for your knee, then put your foot by your knee, opposite knee. Take hold of your foot or your shin and lengthen the spine. Inhale And then exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, looking forward, and then exhale to release. Okay, staying in that position, take your right leg now and wrap it over the top of your left so that your knees are stacked one on top of the other. Your right foot is going to come round towards the bum. Okay, inhale, take hold of the foot or the shin or wherever is good for you. And then exhale, fold yourself forward. So you'll feel maybe quite intense on the back of the left leg into the hamstring with the extra weight from the right leg. If it's too much, just bend your knee a little bit and into the right hip. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, look forward, and then exhale and release. Okay, we'll change legs for Janu Shavasana, so straight legs. Take the left foot, bring it into the right thigh, and then inhale, take hold of the foot or the shin, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, look forward, and then exhale and release. Taking the left leg now, bringing it over the top of the right, and stacking the knees on top of each other. So bringing the left foot right around towards your right hip. Inhale, take hold of your right foot or your shin, wherever you can reach, and then exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, look forward, and then exhale and release. Okay, bring yourself to lying down for our last pose before Shavasana. So place your feet up to the sky and then press your elbows into the mat. Bring yourself up so that your hands are supporting your back. So fingers at the back, thumbs at the front. And then bring the legs all the way over into Halasana. Now, if your feet touch the ground, interlace your fingers and straighten your arms. If they don't touch the ground, keep your hands onto your back to support your back. Replace your hands to your back. Take your legs up in through the sky. Pull your shoulders down. Bend into the knees. Put your hands down onto the mat and then gently bring yourself down. Cross your legs. Place your elbows into the mat. Lift up onto the top of your head. Arch through your back. Lift your chest up as high as you can and hold the inside of your thighs and push your chest towards the sky, elbows down towards the mat. On this one, I normally hold the inside of my legs of the leggings and pull the elbows down, and then that takes my chest up. You need to be on the top of your head. Okay, and release. Okay, so we'll come to a Shavasana. So take your legs down to the bottom of the mat. Place your palms upwards. We're just going to spend 2 or 3 minutes here in our Shavasana, and then I'll speak to you. So gently start to have a little bit of movement through your fingers and your toes. And then take a nice big inhale, take the arms all the way up over the top of your head. Bend your legs, place your feet by your sit bones. Roll to your right side using your right arm as a pillow. And then when you're ready, bring yourself up to seated, keeping your eyes closed, and place your hands in front of your heart center. Let's finish with one arm, so take a nice deep breath in. Om.